Hello everyone, welcome to Iridescent Halo Tarot. I decided to open up this channel because I have been doing tarot and oracle readings for a while now, and I thought it would be a very good idea to share the messages that I may have for those who fell drawn to this video. And first of all, since this is my first video, I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit. Besides being a tarot reader, I am also a healer through universal energy. I'm currently a number 5, but I hope to be on level 10 within a couple of months. Now, before doing this video, I really wanted to get a chance to meditate about the best question to make. And so, the answer that we're going to be getting today is, what is the lesson that you're learning through your twin flame relationship? Now, it might be that you are in separation with your twin flame, or you guys are currently together. So, regardless of whatever is the case, there is a lesson that you're learning with your twin flame. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Now, we have 3 piles to choose from, okay? I'm going to be using 2 decks today. I'm going to be using the Hedwig Field Guide, which is also the Botanical Oracle, and I'm also going to be doing the traditional Rider deck. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what kind of response we get after this first video, and then we'll move on to probably more complex readings. Alright, so I encourage you to meditate well on the choice that you're about to make. Focus on the question. I'm going to repeat it again. What is the lesson that you are learning out of the relationship with your twin flame? Again, whether you are together or in separation. Now, to keep in mind that if the message does not resonate with you, then it is probably not for you, and there's nothing to worry about. Sometimes you just jump from one video to another. But yeah, so this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Alright, I'll put up the timestamps below. And let's start with pile number 1. I forgot to mention we're going to be doing 3 tarot cards and 1 for the Hedwig Botanical Oracle. Okay? So, the first card that you're getting is the 2 of Swords. Okay? Got the 2 of Swords. We've also got the 2 of Pentacles. Sorry, the Page of Pentacles. And you also have the 9 of Cups. Now, I'm going to leave up the last card for the end. I first want to focus on the tarot. Now, I'm seeing that this relationship has overall been very positive in general. Now, I do see that when you guys first met, there was some doubts. You were not sure that this is the one or this is not the one. You were not quite sure about it. it's like this came up very unexpectedly, and now I know that is very common for twin flame relationships. But I feel like you are a person who has probably not had a lot of relationships. I feel like you are a person who is, for the most part, always been. You're not a type of person who needs to be in a relationship, first of all. I also see that you're probably between your late 20s and your early 30s. But yeah, so I really do feel like you're a person for which this relationship really came up as a surprise. You were not expecting it, and I think you were also a little bit unwilling to give out your heart and give out your feelings to this person because you are the type of person who's usually fulfilled by yourself, right? So, so yeah, you were debating a lot on whether you should move on with this relationship or you should not. Okay. Um, and so when this guy came up to you and he offered you his feelings, sorry about that. So yeah, when this person came up to you and they offered you their feelings, they were willing to give up everything for you. And I think this is what this person really has to offer you because they left behind their ego, they left behind a lot of bad habits that they had for you. And although at first you were also unsure about whether this person is true to their words and is true to their actions and it's true to, I mean, whatever they show me is actually true, right? But again, with time you eventually realize that this person is actually worth it because their actions actually do match their words, and that is what gave you confidence in order to move on with this relationship. And that is the actual reason why you guys are so happy together. I really feel like this is a very happy relationship, and I also really do feel that it's being positive for the two of you, not only on an emotional level, but I also feel like you guys get along so well. I actually feel like you guys have had very little arguments, very little disagreements, and that is, I mean, this relationship is actually, um, I think, the typical pink relationship that everybody aims to have. So I also get the vibe that you guys are very old souls, and there you guys don't really have a lot to work on in this life. It's really mostly about enjoying, about enjoying abundance, enjoying these very beautiful, very stable, very straightforward feelings that the two of you have. And I think that if you picked up this pile, it's because you're looking for a bit of a confirmation of what your heart already knows. This is something, yeah, you're just looking for confirmation that everything is okay and that it's okay. Because I feel like sometimes you are wondering, like, why is everything going so good in their relationship? Why have we hardly ever had to face any obstacles or any difficulties? And it does happen to people that whenever everything is going fine, very positive, they feel like something it will eventually happen, will take them by surprise and bring everything down, right? But so this is the message for you, and this is what you actually have to learn from your twin flame. This is what actually answers the question. So what do you have to learn about your twin flame relationship is just do not worry about the future. Okay, do not worry about whether this is the right person or not, because something within you, within him or herself as well, know this already. Okay, do not be anxious, do not worry that things will eventually become something negative for the two of you, or that it will not last because it's too happy to be true, it's too good to be true. So that is your lesson. Just take everything as it comes, enjoy this happiness. It's a moment of joy, it's a moment of abundance for you. Okay, now we're gonna look up at this card, and I don't know if you can tell, but this is the defend card. Now, of course, this card is also speaking, it resonates with the message because it's speaking about defending this, defending the relationship that the two of you have, right? Do not bring it down with negative thoughts. Do not bring it down. Do not let it be brought down by what other people may say. Like, this will not last because this is not too, this is just too good to be true. Okay, so defend this. Stand for it. Stand for your love. Stand for your feelings. Stand for your intuition. All right, so this is all that I have for pile number 1. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Okay, now we're gonna move on to pile number 2. All right, so we're first gonna be doing the tarot, and then we're gonna leave up the botanical oracle by the end, for the end. All right, so we first have the 8 of Pentacles. Then we've got the High Priestess. And we finally have the 7 of Wands reversed. Alright, so again, I'm gonna first do the tarot, and then I'm gonna move on to the botanical oracle. Now I do see that in the first place, this relationship is something that you have to work on. I feel like you've invested a lot of effort into improving yourself. I feel like a part of you thinks that you're not good enough for this person. Either you or your partner think or thought at the beginning, and I feel like you guys still have this thought that this person is too good for me. Okay, and I feel like this is the reason why having feelings, for this person actually awoke in either of you or your partner, the need or the necessity of working on yourself and really becoming better, and I think this is where we're going to with the message, because this person is really helping you out to be better. This person, again, either you or yourself, but I feel like it's more your partner actually, who has worked so much, and not only in himself as a person, but I feel like this relationship that you guys have has really influenced other areas of his life. It's not like they are just trying to show you that they are a good person to you. It's like meeting you has also made them improve their personality and things that they always knew they needed to work on, but just had not found yet the motivation, to actually change for someone. I feel like, it is true that you don't have to change yourself for someone, but I'm speaking about this in a more spiritual realm. So this has not only made them improve themselves for you, for the relationship, but also in other areas of their life. Now, I also do see that this is probably a partner who is very hardworking, has a very good position at work, and I feel like you guys are probably between your mid 20s and your late 20s as well. Now, this again may resonate for some people, may not resonate for others. Um, Now, there is work to be done in this relationship. Like I just said, you wanted to improve yourself. You got out of this person, the motivation. Um, this person got out of this relationship the motivation to work on themselves, right? And there is a reason for that, because I feel like there's been a lot of people who are external to your relationship. There's a third party involved here, which has been fighting, in order to bring down the relationship. I know this might be an ex, it might be probably a friend, maybe even your parents, who are, for some reason, they do not agree on the relationship, and they're trying to bring you guys down. And this has also sometimes, made you have doubts about whether is this a person or it is not the person. But within yourself, your intuition is really telling you, and I feel like this is the intuition of both of you, which is telling you that you guys know what you have, right? Um, and it's not necessarily like people who, this third party, who's getting involved in your relationship is necessarily wrong. It's just that they do not understand this twin flame relationship on the same level that you guys do. So it's the two of you who know what you have to work on. It's the two of you who know that this is something to keep, that this is something worth fighting for. So do trust your intuition, and of course to keep in mind as well that a twin flame relationship is really not easy to understand for someone who has not experienced it themselves. Okay. So now we're gonna reveal the oracle card. I hope you can see it says nurture. Sorry, this is the botanical oracle card, right? So nurture this. This is the message. And this is actually a clover flower. It has beautiful colors. It has a purple color, which is, again, is kind of reminding you to follow your intuition, to nurture your relationship. But I feel like this is in the sense of nurturing this relationship through your intuition, because it's your intuition who is going to guide you. I really do feel like this couple is probably either in separation or going through difficult times. So do nurture your relationship, nurture your intuition, work on that. If you have been feeling that you are being called towards the spiritual realm, either by practicing yoga or throughout your own religion, that is totally fine. Nurture this, because this is what is going to help you get through. And you also need to nurture, this relationship that has been so difficult to carry out and to bring forward for you guys. So I think this is all for you. Thank you for reading. I hope it has resonated. I hope it has helped you out. See you next time, guys. And we're finally gonna move on to deck number 3. We're gonna do the oracle card at the end, and I'm first going to focus on the tarot cards, All right. So card number 1, we have the Five of Cups. Card number 2, we have the Knight of Cups. And for the card number, the Knight of Cups is reversed. Okay. And we finally have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Now, for some reason, I also feel, I really, this is very straightforward. I do think that this is a couple who is currently in separation. And I feel like all of the happenings and all of this journey, with this person, with your partner, has made you be somehow in a state of isolation. Like at this point, you don't want to be in any relationship with anybody, you're not interested in anybody else, you just want to follow along with your relationship. But since you cannot, there's also part of you who is like, because I cannot be with this person currently, I'm just gonna be on my own, I'm gonna focus on something else. But you're really not focusing on, I feel like a part of you is just tired, and although you love this person, you feel like it's time to take a break and to let them, I feel like this is something that I'm not sure of what happens, but I really do feel that there have been a lot of circumstances that have made you think that this person is not for you. And although they were willing to offer you their feelings, there's just something about you that always knew that although this is something very intense and very passionate, and there's love, but there's also many things, many events around your life that have made you just think that this is probably not the person. So at this point, you're just on your own. You just want to. I feel like this is a person who really wants to focus on their career at this point, who is more focused on working hard and developing something else. And I also feel like it will take time before this couple gets back on track and get into union. It will definitely take a while. This is not going to happen anytime soon, right? But although they are committed to their relationship, I don't think they know the extent of their feelings. They are passionate about you, they love you, but they just have no idea that you guys may get together in the future. And yeah, that is very innocent, because probably a part of him, this person might be younger than you, and I feel like they're a little innocent, a little naive, and they do know about the feelings that they've got for you, but they also understand that there's something that they did wrong and that disappointed you. So they also know that they need to give you your time and allow for your growth. I feel like this is probably a young couple, might be, might not be. So it will still take a while before you guys can be together. Now, let's do the Botanical Oracle card. And this one says courage, right? And I think it's perfect. It's a perfect message for this reading, because it's basically telling you that you're doing things right. I mean, you followed your heart because you knew that this is not the right time, and that took a lot of courage from your side. It took a lot of courage, and it took some time to make the decision. But what you're doing is very courageous, and you're doing the right thing. And it also takes a lot of courage to say, because I feel like a part of you deep within your heart knows that you're willing to wait for this person. And I also feel like a part of you has hopes, like deep within. Maybe it's not very obvious for you, but I do feel like deep within you, you've got hopes that this is gonna work out for you guys eventually. But for now, I feel like this message, the courage message, is more for you than for your partner. It's more because, yeah, sorry, it's more directed towards you because you know that this is being a difficult journey. You know that it's difficult to be without this person, but you know you have to have the courage to follow up with the decision that you've made and follow up with your life before you guys can come into union. So now answering the question, what is the message, sorry, not the message, but what is the lesson, that you need to learn out of this relationship? For now, I don't feel like this is a definite message. I feel like this is more of a current message, for the present, and not so much looking at the relationship far into the future. So for now, again, this is something very much for the present, and the message is that it's right to do things as you feel so. It's right to have some time for yourself, and it's right, to feel like you need to wait for this person because there's something that is telling you. And again, it will probably take a long while before you guys can get together, but it will eventually be fine. You will probably need to learn on your own. There's probably a lot of work that you need to do on your professional field. I feel like you're probably still young, and you also have some karmic debts that you need to work on in regard with your, probably not a karmic debt, but there's something that you need to do in regard um, with your professional field, and this is something that comes from past lives. All right, so this is the message for pile number 3, and I hope it has resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you soon in another reading. Thank you so much, guys.